Hey Google, how do you say the name Ralph Fiennes?
On the website people.com, they say, Rafe Fiennes is clearing up how to pronounce his name once and for all. Speaking with the Hollywood Reporter at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival, the Harry Potter alum, 62, opened up about the correct way to say his name, Rafe Fiennes, and joked that this has been a long-lasting problem for him.
Conclave, directed by Edward Berger and written by Peter Strahan and Robert Harris, who wrote the book. Alright, so we follow Cardinal Lawrence. I'm gonna nickname him Detective Priest, as he's in charge of a very important event in the Catholic Church. The Pope has just passed away. This happens in the first few minutes of the film. So, who's going to be the next Pope? All of these cardinals from all around the world, they gather into this Vatican and they're all there to vote. Who's going to be the next Pope? And throughout the film, we deal with Detective Priest's own conflicts, with his own struggles, as he little by little uncovers secrets, truths, and does his best to act on the responsibility that has fallen onto him, which is to help find this great new leader that's to come. Alright, this movie was a surprise. I am calling him Detective Priest because, and this is probably me commending the editing really, the suspense and the unraveling of the truth of these secrets that I speak of, very well delivered, executed. And it's his character who does it and attempts to do the right thing throughout the film. He's challenged many times, and his own faith and morals are challenged as well, because who are these secrets about? Remember what I said, these cardinals elect the next pope, and it's always going to be one of the cardinals. They all have history, they all have sides, and everyone already has a person in mind on who they're going to vote for. So the question really is who's right for the job and who isn't. And Detective Priest is on the case. What I loved about the film was its steadiness. It walked with grace. As my grandma says, sereno moreno. And Rafe Fiennes' performance, he does good, man. He clocks in. I was so excited to watch him. I was like, what? He did great because his performance is subtle, it's quiet, but it's commanding. Wow, is it commanding? And then few. But when you have those moments of explosiveness, wow. Yeah, he did great. This movie had a good supporting cast, surprising performance, especially from, I'm gonna find you their names, John Lithgow, who plays Cardinal Tremblay, and Lucien Massati, who plays Cardinal Adeyemi. Stanley Tucci plays a supporting character in here. He doesn't do anything crazy for me, and his character isn't given much to do throughout the film. I think his scenes with the detective priest, for the most part, are okay. The production design is amazing. This film was not shot in the Vatican, so they had to rebuild a replica of it, a model of it. So all of that was built. So the production design is so impressive. I'm showing you clips of the trailer, right? This is not green screen, guys. This is all built by a film crew, and it's beautiful. I'm a fan of the soundtrack as well. It doesn't feel original, but it complements the tone of the story really well, which, as I've said before, gives off this mystery, unraveling sort of tension throughout the film, and the soundtrack does really well on that aspect. Detective Priest is a strongly written character because, unlike all the other cardinals, he doesn't want to be the next pope. He can be, but he doesn't want to be. He has his own conflicts and his own struggles that he's dealing with, that in a sense of self-righteousness that he carries throughout the film, he knows he's not good for the job. So as I've said, that responsibility of finding someone who's good for the job is on him. And for the most of the film, his journey and us following him as he does this, as these provocations come, as he challenges these people face to face, very entertaining. At times a bit slow and maybe too stretched out, and taking too many deep breaths for the film's own good, but I was becoming a big fan of its delivery. The scenes of tension and when those bombs explode, as all the other characters are in one room, really well acted and really well shot. I'm a big fan of the way it's shot and the lighting, and visually, I'm a fan of this film. Where the film falls flat for me come from moments in its pacing, but more impacting and such a letdown was the ending. I would have bought this movie on Blu-ray, man, but the ending just... Throughout the film, the writers are hinting at a political agenda that is tolerable because it's the underwriting of an even greater story, which is Detective Priest's story and his detective work. But the ending, for whatever reason, seems to prioritize this message over the story, over the characters. Their writing and their intentions and the way they were written is forgotten. It is, and I don't understand it. It's an unrealistic ending. It breaks the extremely carefully selective character of Rafe Fiennes, of Cardinal Lawrence. It's unrealistic, and I left the film saying to myself, wow, that's unfortunate, because it was good up until then. Yeah, man, Rafe Fiennes, ever since I watched him in the Grand Budapest Hotel, has become one of my favorite actors, and although I did not like the ending, this film continues to show me why he's one of my favorite actors. Great performance and great character up until the ending. This movie is a flat B for me. Alright, parental advisory coming in. Wait, this movie's rated PG? Okay, this film is rated PG, but honestly, I'm rating it PG-13. There are brief discussions of child abuse, sexual violence, and pedophilia. There's like zero to no violence except for one scene where there's an explosion. There's a small reference to a man offing themselves. A terrorist attack is spoken about, and various characters drink and smoke throughout the film. This is not PG film, considering what they speak about. Sure, buddy. Let me know what you thought about Conclave. Let me know if you agree about the ending. Thank you so much for watching and for the support. I really appreciate it. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good day.